Good morning. It is the day after Boxing Day. Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. And I think I knew that, but I was able to research a bit more about what it was when I was watching soccer matches yesterday, which was Boxing Day. So, I like soccer. I'm wearing a New Mexico United hoodie. There's a flag behind me, New Mexico United. That's our local soccer team. It's a USL soccer team here in the United States. So it's like a semi-pro kind of league. It's professional, but it's like the league lower than MLS, Major League Soccer. But anyways, I was watching the English Premier League yesterday and was kind of researching a little bit as I was watching the game. So the match that was going on was, I believe, Aston Villa, which apparently they just say Villa, and I don't remember what the other team was, and it's leaving me. But they were playing another team whose kits, like their jerseys, were like black and white. They look like referee jerseys to me as an American. Yeah, I'm just kind of watching it, and as I'm watching it, I'm researching about the teams, and I'm learning about the cities, and I'm learning about English soccer all while I'm watching, which is, what keeps me interested. I'm not a huge sports fan. Like I like sports. I like going to events. I like following teams. But I guess I don't have the time. Like I don't invest my time. There's so many more things to me that I feel like are more important than following and researching and studying sports, right? But yesterday, I found it very easy to do that. And the reason I did that is because I have a iPad or my phone, and I have connected to those iPads or installed on those iPads, iPad and iPhone, Perplexity AI. So Perplexity AI, and then I also use ChatGPT and all these different large language models. They've allowed me to kind of slow down, and as I'm doing something, look further into it. I think that's why I have a hard time following sports, because I can't just sit and watch a game. There's more going on in my brain than focusing on just the sports game, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, whatever, right? I have to learn more about the thing I'm watching as I'm watching it. And large language models have helped me do that. I think it's the same thing for books for me, honestly, like a tangent. Like I can't sit and read a book because there's so much energy going on inside of me that I can't just read the sentence, read the paragraph, read the page without wondering what else is going on. I don't know. Maybe other people can relate. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But with sports, that's what I did yesterday in Boxing Day. And then also, later in the day, the Portland Trail Blazers were playing the Utah Jazz, which I am a Portland Trail Blazers fan, in basketball. They're not doing too great. I don't know anything about them. I know that there was a star named Damian Lillard who left, and I didn't know where he went. I knew there was some kind of deal that occurred. I didn't know what team he went to. It's not worth my energy to go and figure this out. I'm not going to go watch ESPN. I'm not going to look up these things. I'm not going to watch the games even, because it's just too much for me, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But yesterday, I found out that Damian Lillard is now on the Milwaukee Bucks, and the deal was a pretty complex deal. Apparently, it's draft picks, it was a trade, all sorts of things. So I figured that out. I also learned more about the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers, and I went on tangents trying to figure out why the Supersonics left Seattle and went to Oklahoma City. And I also found out there's a potential expansion happening here pretty soon with Seattle getting a new team and Las Vegas getting a new team. So yeah, fun stuff. Like, those are the things that happen in my brain on a day-to-day, like researching, studying, but it has to be something that keeps my energy, it has to be something that keeps my attention. There are some sports games, sports teams, events that will keep my attention, and I don't have to look things up as much. Like, I'm going to say as much because I still will, but it's not as much. And that's New Mexico Lobos games, especially basketball. But football, if they're doing pretty good, then I will pay attention. For example, a couple years back, the New Mexico Lobos played Boise State. And this was during a really good season of theirs, which they've been having a lot of great seasons, I would say, within the last 20 years or so. They've been a pretty notable college football team. And the Lobos went to Boise, and they came back. I don't know if they came back or if they were ahead and they just kept the lead. I don't remember exactly, but it was an exciting game, and the Lobos won, and it was pretty late at night, and I was very much invested. I didn't have to look things up. I didn't have to wonder about different stats or different players or coaches or whatever. I just watched it because it was an exciting game. Same thing goes with New Mexico Lobos basketball. I love New Mexico Lobos basketball. I love going to the games. I love going to the pit, watching games, and I do love watching those games on TV. Whether they lose or win, I love going to the, just being invested in the games, with whether watching or going in person, just because I've always loved the Lobos. So I don't know if that'll ever happen with any professional teams. Baseball, it would be the Yankees. Although baseball, I don't watch regular season games as much because, like I said, so much happening that's grabbing my attention that is much more important than watching sports, at least these days, that I'm not going to sit and watch a 2-hour long Major League Baseball game. Playoffs, another story. I did watch the Yankees all throughout the playoffs. It was a sad World Series, but we made it to the World Series. Just Dodgers were really good. Anyways, yeah, that's my little rant for today. Happy day after Boxing Day. 2025 is on its way. It's crazy. And that's all I got.